Can you clarify for the roomies what Mardi Gras really means to New Orleans?
Well, Mardi Gras is very special for New Orleans. It is a time where we, parade in the streets of New Orleans. There's lots of floats, lots of festivities. It lasts about 2 weeks long. They have all type of Mardi Gras balls. They have all these crews and, queens and kings of each Mardi Gras actual different organization. It is very special. We have it for different parishes here in New Orleans. It is a time that we get out in the streets of New Orleans and show our true Black selves and, really get out there and have a great time. It's very special to New Orleans. I've been enjoying it since I was a kid, and I'm getting excited for the Mardi Gras season this year.
Now, some people think it's like a one-day single Tuesday party before Ash Wednesday. But
no.
Is it a month-long lifestyle and celebration?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I mean, we've started partying already, and they have parades that are coming up. They have balls that are coming up. They have so many festivities. I mean, the whole season of Mardi Gras be very festive, and lots and lots of people come to visit. I mean, it'd be millions of people. It is a nice moneymaker here in New Orleans.
Yes.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the parades. Now, what is that number one rule for a beginner trying to catch a signature throw from a float without losing a tooth or getting into a fight on St. Charles Avenue?
I mean, the main thing is, don't push nobody down or don't get too close to the float where you won't get rolled over or get stuck under that float. But, just try to stay as safe as possible. And a lot of times our tradition is, when you ask somebody to throw you something, you usually showing a little something.
Hey.
All right now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right now. Now, Big Freedia, other than the fact that we dressed alike, we got the same. Look at us, looking like Sprite. But Big Freedia, what is king cake?
King cake is a traditional cake that we celebrate during the Mardi Gras season. It is a sugar-filled cake. It has lots of flavor. They usually decorated in purple, green, and gold, but they also have them that come with filling. My favorite is Manny Randazzo. And they also, I love strawberry filling in my king cake. A lot of times they have apple, they have clarine, they have all different flavors that you could put in your king cake. And our tradition here is if you get the baby, you have to buy the next king cake.
Yep, the roomies are checking in now. They on the chat saying you gotta get the baby. You gotta
find the baby.
I don't try to get the baby. That's one thing I try to avoid is getting the baby. But I'm always starting it off and getting the king cake for my family, and I try to sneak the baby somewhere so somebody else can get it.
Yeah.
Okay. You're like, let somebody else do it. Now, Big Freedia, for those that don't know, what is a crew?
A crew is a bunch of people that come together, and that crew usually rides a float together, or they parade together.
Okay.
All right, now let's talk about the music part. Now, everybody knows bounce music is one of the heartbeats of Mardi Gras. But
Yes,
I mean, how does that energy change when that first brass band hits the street?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Mardi Gras is a good time to, actually, have your songs played in the parades as they're marching up the street. I mean, a lot of times they have these, like a pickup truck in the parade where these dance groups are dancing in the streets, and they have the speakers where they are dancing off of bounce music. A lot of times my songs are being played as they're parading up the street, and it's just so fun to stand on the sideline and see all of the, the girls cutting up off the songs and all of that. They dropping and twerking and doing all kind of stuff in the parade. It's a fun time to really get the party started. Usually when I'm on the float, they have a microphone, and so I'm usually hyping throughout the whole parade and throwing beats at the same time.
All right.
I know your float lit.
I know it gotta be.
Almost definitely. I have my own Freedia float that's made out of my face. So I'll be parading in a parade with the Ferret Parade crew, and it's shaped out of my own head.
That's crazy.
There you go.
That's crazy. That's
There
dope.
you go.
Now, Big Frida, what is a second line?
A second line is a very old tradition here in New Orleans where we gather in the streets on Sundays, and it actually has a crew as well. So if it's like the sidewalk stepper or the CTC group or whatever, they come out and they parade in the streets of New Orleans on a Sunday, and it's brass bands, it's lots of people, you know. It's not like Mardi Gras. It's a cultural thing where it's Black organizations that get out there and really show the tradition of New Orleans, where it's dealing with a lot of the footwork.
Man, I like that. Now, which part of the Mardi Gras experience is the most essential to the culture? Like that one thing that you're like New Orleans people like, yo, we gotta have.
I would say getting a coconut. That's one of the biggest traditions here. If you catch a coconut on Mardi Gras or during Mardi Gras season, that is very special. It's a keepsake that people come from all around the world to fight their hardest to get the coconut. And the coconut is just, a regular coconut, and it's usually decorated. People put all kind of stuff on the coconuts. I usually get mine custom made, and they usually have my logo or something special, or I might put "you already know" on my coconut. And also just the beads, the tradition of getting the beads. Lots of fun beads. I always have special made Freedia beads as well, either with my logo or, something a little bit more explicit.
That's too fire, Big Freedia. You actually answered my next question, which is most important, the Zulu coconut, the beads, or the fanny pack? But it's obviously the coconut, right?
Yeah, the coconut is one of the most famous things or whatever. A lot of people fight to get the coconuts. If you get a coconut, somebody special on that float.
Oh.
Okay, all right. So, is it only one?
Well, see, like when I pass in certain areas where I know my family will be, so we have a traditional spot that we've been hanging at since I was a kid. My aunt used to stay on the parade route, so for 25, 30 years, my family gathers still in this same spot where we grew up at. And so when I know I'm coming to that spot on Jackson, I'm getting all of my throws ready. I'm getting coconuts ready for my whole family. So I'm conking people all in the head trying to throw as much as I can when I get to the spot. Yeah, so you got they're putting their hands over their head because they know Freeda's about to go crazy.
Shout out to Roxy Diaz. She's actually watching, and she said that Zulu coconut is another level. So
yes, it is.
Shout out to Roxy.
That's just like Muses. Muses is a crew of women, and they pass out high heel shoes that's custom decorated or whatever. And if you get a Muses shoe, you are special.
Oh, okay.
Man, it's a lot to get. That's because I need a bag to come down there.
They give out all type of stuff. I mean, you'll be surprised what you can get off the float. I mean, you get some really good throws. A lot of times, also the big stuffed animals, people fight for those. They have spears. The Zulu crew is they have the most interesting throws, I would say. I'm actually riding Zulu Day as well.
Fire. All right, now we did a poll this week. We want you to weigh in on it. And of course, roomies, continue to like and subscribe and continue to jump into the comments like Sis Roxy did. Shout out Rox, man. That's my girl. All right, man. The roomies were asking when is Mardi Gras? That's first off before we get to the poll.
Mardi Gras is on Fat Tuesday, and it is on February the 17th.
Okay. All right, so we closing in on it for sure. Now, here's the poll, Big Freedia. Take a listen. Your partner says they're going to Mardi Gras with the crew, and they'll be off the grid for 48 hours. Is this A, a trust exercise, B, a sneaky link setup, or C, only if you have their location 24/7? What you think? Roomies, you check into A, B, or C.
Oh, A, B, or C.
What you got? What you got, Big Freedia? What you got? Because we got the results from the roomies.
I wouldn't like if my partner was going to Mardi Gras. You're not about to be off of no grid for no 48 hours.
I know that's right.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
mean, we should be able to still talk while you enjoy the Mardi Gras festivities, or whatever. I wouldn't say it is necessarily a sneaky link, but a lot of times people do forget where they are, or
Uh
where because they're so exhausted from the festivities.
Okay. Well, it do be some bad receptions down there on that street. It be
Well,
but
it
anyway.
does also because there's a million people in the streets of New Orleans,
Yeah.
on Fat Tuesday. So a lot of
I might
times the
look
phones
into
are
that.
not working. So it's best that you talk to them before you get out on a parade route.
Or you have your partner with you. Because
Or
why
my
you
partner's
down at
with
the
me.
Fat Tuesday
My
bar
partner's
without?
usually with me. Me and Devin usually stand side by side. We get up at 4 in the
Yep.
morning. We leave out of the door about 4:45 because you have to get up early and out there early because the traffic is insane and they close off certain streets and bridges. And so if you don't get up there in time enough, you will miss Mardi Gras.
Wow,
Mhm.
man, that's a real deal.
Mm-mm.
All right, the poll is in, no. The TSR poll is in. 23% of the roomies said C, only if I have that low for 24/7. 34% of the roomies said a trust exercise. And the winner is B, a sneaky link.
See, y'all
That
always
was
thinking sneaky.
43% of the roomies said that. Oh,
Definitely
Classic.
got
wow.
some sneaky time.
Sneaky time.
Yeah, I get it.
Now, Big Frida, your birthday is coming up. I saw that video, baby. You were shaking it, getting ready for your birthday plans. What
Yes.
you got coming up?
So I have a party that I'm doing at the Do Drop In, which is one of the black clubs and hotels here in New Orleans. I also have another party at one of my favorite hood spots. It's called The Spot. But just celebrate. I'm excited just to make another year around sun. And, just grateful to their lives.
Absolutely.
There it
Well,
is.
we wishing you a happy early birthday. And I
Thank you
did see
so
you bring
much.
in the New Year celebrating major with Don Lemon. Y'all cut
Yes.
up for the New Year.
Baby, yes, Don was so lit. Don had me laughing. I mean, for 2 days. It was a fun time to be with him. Something
Uh-oh,
very
you
special dropping. I'm dropping a remix of my song Celebration with none other than Queen Latifah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Salute to
okay.
that. Salute to that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Now
How did you get in touch with Queen Latifah? How did that
I
come
know from
about?
one queen to another. You know how
Come
it
on
goes.
now. Boss up then. We're going boss up then.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Well, we love it, but we can't go any further without this. I need your queen energy on this. You just can't walk into the 504 and expect to understand the vibe without understanding the vocabulary. Now, New Orleans doesn't just have an accent, it's an entire language. So, Big Frida, we want to know which way is the New Orleans way. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some this or that type questions. Cold drink or soda?
Cold drink, baby.
Cold drink, baby. Okay. Is it yeah or yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's oh yeah.
That's the one. That's the one for sure. I'm talking about mics all over here. Making groceries or grocery shopping?
Making groceries.
All right. Now here's the one. Now, I gotta ask after I ask this: New Orleans or New Orleans?
New Orleans, baby. New Orleans.
New Orleans.
So if we say it the wrong way, are people from New Orleans and the islands upset because people trying to act like they're from the city?
No, not at all. A lot of
Okay.
times I encounter with so many different people or whatever, and I'm not correcting nobody of the way that they pronounce New Orleans. But when they in my presence or in my vibe, they gonna get the real Nola baby,
There it is.
I know this.
Say less.
Is it hose pipe or garden hose?
Hose pipe.
Oh,
Okay.
pipe is
Hose
crazy.
pipe. Oh yeah.
Hose pipe. Okay. What about Earl change or oil change?
Earl change. Earl. Hey Earl over there.
So is it like Earl, like somebody, Uncle Earl?
Yeah, like Uncle Earl.
Oh, that is
Earl
Okay,
hilarious.
cooking Earl.
I love that.
That's funny. Is it Yakiman or ramen?
It's yaka meat. Yaka, 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 yaka meat.
Oh,
Yaka meat.
hey.
That makes stuff sound cool, bro. I swear.
I love it.
Well, Big Freedia, we want to thank you for keeping the pulse of the city beating, man. Happy Mardi Gras. Thank you for
Same to
pulling
you
up
all.
tonight. And we're excited to see all you got coming up.